Hi folks, I'm making this video to provide an example of how to use the quadratic formula for solving quadratic equations. So the quadratic formula, just as a reminder, any equation of the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0 has solutions of x equals minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So I'm going to go ahead and walk through an example of this. Quadratic equations come up in physics quite a bit, and usually the equations in physics are not factorable. So usually the quadratic formula is what I'd call my go-to method here for solving these types of things. So here's an example here of an equation that I've written out. 2x squared minus 3x equals 1. So the first step is recognizing that as a quadratic equation, and it's that second power here that makes this thing quadratic. Now, if I want to apply the quadratic formula, we need everything on the left-hand side and a 0 on the right, just like in this line right here. So I'm going to rewrite this equation. I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides, and the new equation is going to be 2x squared minus 3x minus 1 equals 0. Now it's of the correct form here to apply the quadratic formula. So if I do that, here's my a is 2, b is negative 3, and c is equal to negative 1. So x is going to equal, let's see, opposite of b is going to be 3 plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c. That's all over twice a. It's going to be 2 times 2 in the bottom. So I'm going to take a moment now and go ahead and simplify this down a little bit. I'm just going to use a calculator here and figure out what this animal is. So simplifying that, I get 3 plus or minus 4.12 over 4 now. And the 4 is coming from the 2 plus 2. So my two solutions for x are this. X is going to equal 3 plus 4.12 over 4. And if I go ahead and simplify that, I get 1.78. Other possible solution is x equals 3 minus 4.12 divided by 4. And I get x equals negative 0.28 out of that. So these are the two solutions, 1.78 and negative 0.28, that should solve the equation 2x squared minus 3x equals 1. So I hope that illustrates how to apply the quadratic formula, and hope you have a good day.